Peace, family. What's going on? We back at it with another controversial review. So y'all can see from the topic of this video, we're gonna deal with another female who have, I guess you would call it delusions of grandeur. But before we get into it, hope everybody good and blessed. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Comment down below. Let me know you subscribe, and I will welcome and thank you personally. And while you at it at subscribing, subscribe to my main channel, my channel where I got all my videos at and all my subscriptions. It's called Let's Talk by CahreeLynch. Same title as this, just without 2.0. So like the channel, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you subscribe, and I welcome you. So I'm gonna give y'all a minute to do all that. Alright, cool. So back at the video. So girl says she understands why females date jailbirds. Let's see what she's talking about.
Hello everyone, I'm Janae Amore with Amore Awareness, and today I'm going to talk about why it seems as if women like jailbirds. But before I get started, please like, subscribe, and share, comment what you think as well. So I've heard women say all the best men are in prison, and it makes you wonder, what the hell is she talking about? How are all the best men in prison? How what is she saying, that like these guys who have committed crimes are like men? So
I'm pausing right there. I don't hear women saying all the best men are in prison, and the ones who do say that, I guess, more than likely you look at their lives and tell me what their lives are like, and then you'll understand why they like jailbirds rather than a the average day-to-day person.
men are considered what, like you have to go to jail, like you have to be a bad person, do bad things. Like, that doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense. But when we consider the certain men that they're talking about, because they're not talking about murderers, hopefully. They're not talking about pedophiles. They're not talking about those type of men. The men...
I'm gonna pause right there too, because now she's trying to put a category on who they are talking about. They said jailbirds. So a jailbird is a jailbird. Whether you're going in there for petty theft, or you're going there for murder, or you're going there for raping little boys, little girls, or whatever, a jailbird is a jailbird. So right there, that's already like a strike two. Let's continue.
that they're talking about are usually drug dealers. And I know that it's bad, illegal. They should do the right thing, yes. But the thing that attracts these women to these men so much is that they have a provider mentality. They have a protect and provide mentality. And a lot of those men take care of their woman, take care of their mother, take care of the women in their lives. And so they do that at any cost. And a lot of those...
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. Now look. I'm watching her, right? I'm looking at her background. I'm seeing her mannerism. I'm seeing the way she talks, and I'm looking at her bed framing, the pillows and everything. Clearly, she not from the hood. I'm from the hood. She ain't from the hood. So for her talking like this, like she know the hood motherfuckers. Excuse me, I don't want to curse, but the hood people. Like, she's living in a fantasy. She's gone off, or maybe she's seen some shit in the movies or a TV show, or maybe she probably visit some type of suburban type hood that ain't really the hood, and she thinking this shit because these dudes don't got no provider mentality, no taking care of their moms and all that. These motherfuckers is out here selfish in the streets. These drug dealers and stuff, most of them, they're selfish. You got some who do look out and take care of their peoples and take care of their moms and all that, but out of the drug dealers community as a whole, that shit is a minority. Like, so the shit she talking about right now don't even make sense. It's invalid.
men don't have access. They may be of a very low class where they don't have the network, they don't have the know-how, they don't have the education to do that. And of course, some people say, well, there's no excuse for that. But there kind of is. Because when you don't grow up with certain access and certain resources, and you have a provider mentality and you're not willing to just do what everybody else is doing around you, working at gas stations or being an employee somewhere, when you have a entrepreneurial businessman leadership mentality, but you don't have any access to.
You know, she remind me of. Remember the movie ATL with Ti and Lauren London. You know, Nipsey Hussle girlfriend. She played Nunu in the movie ATL. She was like from the suburbs. She was rich and shit. Her dad was rich, but she kept going into the hood, acting like she was a hood person, wearing the big earrings and all that, chewing bubblegum, talking with the slang, and you know, going to the Cascade, the skating ring. That's who the fuck she remind me of. Like, she just remind me of someone who like idolized the hood and everything, and just want to be down, because the shit she talking about, everything she's saying, is just sound like fascination to me, because she's not living in reality. She's not living in the reality of people who really live in the streets, because none of what she's saying happens in the streets. Everything that she's saying, as far as the streets, it might happen like on a movie or something, or a TV show or something like that, a cartoon about the hood or something, some type of iteration of urban communities. None of this stuff is factual.
Anything but the basic mundane, like $8 an hour jobs, and probably even less back then, versus drugs. When you see that the people that have the most money in your community are drug dealers, and you have a business mind, you're going to do things at all costs. And women can see potential, and women are very attracted to a provider and a man who's a go-getter and a man who's a doer and it takes care of business and handles things. And those men usually do, but the problem is it's illegal. And so they go to prison, and then the women are like, oh, you know, the good men are in prison. Like all these guys who are just, and you know, I can already hear you guys like, oh, so I'm just nothing because I'm just out here doing the right.
I'm gonna cut this shit off. Um, the good men are in prison, so all the drug dealers and the killers and shit, they good men. All right. I don't want to hear no more of that crap. Now she was right about one part. Now, usually when you're growing up in the hood and all you see is like the dude on the block making the money, driving the cars and all that, getting the girls and everything, then you know usually the kids do gravitate towards that, idolize them, and want to do that. And the females, like in the hood, he would be considered like an alpha male as far as that community, because he got everything. So the girls in the hood like it. That part is true. I agree with that. But there comes a point where you reach a certain level of thought process and maturity where all that shit goes the fuck out the window, and you're like, all right, it's time to grow up and do something with myself, either on both sides, or like the girls be like, all right, it's time for me to start trying to look for a man who can provide and start a family with and build, instead of having someone who might be in jail or who might get killed, or possibly get me and my family get killed or shot up or something, driving my car or something like that, or me being with him. So what she said, part of that was true, but I think that goes for like a certain level of maturity, and then it's like, all right, cool. But after that certain level of maturity, all that shit goes out the window. So, like I said before, she's living a fantasy world. Um, I forget how the YouTube name. It's not even important to me anymore because that stuff is crap. But let me know in the comment section down below. What y'all think? Y'all think jailbirds is better material than 9 to 5 dudes, whatever? I don't know. But drop your comments in comment section below. But as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know you subscribe by comments and saying I subscribe, and I'll welcome and thank you personally. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.